My name is Grete Faremo. I'm the Executive Director and also Under Secretary General of UN, but Executive Director of UNOPS. We are a self-financed organization within the larger UN family, and that is actually making us quite unique in the sense that we are not core funded. We are headquartered in Copenhagen, also unique. And the last one is we only focus on implementation. So we do not hold an advocacy mandate. And when you don't have an advocacy mandate, and you only do implementation, and you don't get core funding, what does that say? Partners who are not happy with what we do, they can walk away. So we strive to deliver beyond expectations. We drive innovation. We work hard to add value to our partners. We help our sister organizations in the UN to deliver on their commitments. So we do a number of projects on behalf of our brothers and sisters in the UN. We are a UN entity that, of course, are guided by UN norms and values. And still, we run pretty much like a private business. And this is really important, both because we really would add value to the implementation of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the Agenda 2030. So being in New York this week, I guess you've heard a lot about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. All nations, members of the UN, committed to those goals in 2015. So they're part of the national agendas. To some, already very familiar. To others, still not known. To some, a key driver for business. They see the agenda as an opportunity to do business. But it's all like we are in the same boat. We need to do it with the values in place. Work together for a sustainable future for all. We work in more than 80 plus countries, some of the hardest places on earth. So again, really important to find a way to drive sustainable solutions that matters to people, underserved people in conflict and vulnerable places. Why are we engaged in blockchain? Not so much that we think we can add value to development of the technology. That capacity we don't have in-house, and we rely on so many of you in actually providing solutions when it comes to the technology. But we would care about the context and how it can be used to create value, again, for underserved people and nations who want to drive peace and development. And this actually makes it quite important for us to understand what is going on. And we have become a leading agency on blockchain here in the UN, running a network of interested agencies and individuals inside the UN. And as an example, we have built knowledge about what this is in webinars on blockchain, and the interest is strong. This is a topic that can draw the attention from hundreds of UN officials. But to take it from curiosity, interest, into something that really matters is now sort of the next step. We thought of blockchain as a method of safe and secure financial transactions. Because UN, of course, moves funds, pays bills, and procures services for billions of dollars every year. In fact, $18.5 billion last year. So of course it matters to financial transactions. If we only can improve by a very small percentage, we can deliver more in countries where we work and people we serve. It was once said that around 30% of the money that is allocated through UN ends out with financial institutions. Currencies, fees, ends somewhere else than by the end users. So this is really important for us when it comes to financial transactions to understand the potential of blockchain. But as you know, this is not only applicable technology for financial transactions. We look at it now in a context of data security identification. So we partnered with World Identity Network and UN Office for Information and Communications Technology to seek a blockchain-based identity system to help fight human trafficking. Think of that. Too many people don't have identity. And when you don't have an identity, you're exposed to risks that not even the police can fight because they don't know who to look for. So we have been working with the government of Moldova. Is there anything we can do to fight human trafficking through your country? Blockchain technology can make a huge difference in providing secure identity to people that up till now don't have that. We may take it for granted. There are too many that can't. Global Challenge for Blockchain for Humanity was posted on the UN Unite Idea platform in November 2017, and winners were announced in March this year. A major traditional donor has expressed profound interest in this concept, and we are a proud partner to this important initiative and progress. Identity services may have other positive implications too. We take it for granted when we buy property that it is properly registered. In too many countries, we know that cannot be expected. It's not even possible. And property rights and other rights are really important for people, not only to document their rights, but actually to benefit from it in such simple transactions as mortgages, taken a loan. So again, maybe blockchain can provide a solution that will actually allow people not only to be able to say, I own this land, but document it in a way that causes a push in the country to build a system that allows mortgages. If there is one thing that keeps poor people poor, is to be prevented from actually building on what they have achieved through achieving land. So these three examples, I hope, explains why we put emphasis on blockchain. Emphasis on understanding how we can apply it in our work. We do about 1,000 projects every year. As I said, in countries under the hardest conditions. We know these things matter. So when we reach out to donors, communities, companies, to find ways of working together, to implement not only a concept, but a project on the ground that matters to people who live there. I hope it's a good explanation to why I'm here now. I was sort of invited to do a closing remark. I understand it will not be so, it will still be a keynote. But if I talk about, it's imperative that we acquire better understanding of the potential of the fourth industrial revolution and its impact on the international community, both in a humanitarian and a development context. I hope you understand the real potential blockchain could have if we manage to apply it in the right manner. Governments, international organizations, all need to step up and play a more active role in technological development. Public administration, I've been part of one for a very long time, and I have background in business and politics as well. Public administration simply can't be a passive consumer of blockchain technology, but needs to be a full participant in creating a digital society that works for humanity as one. If not, we actually risk being in a position where we help widening the gap. So the book presented today is a testament to the linkages between our work, wherever we sit. Both technologists and humanitarians share a common vision of a world transformed, a vision of increased equality that is more sustainable and works to protect people as well as the planet. Thank you very much.